Meet me outside, Bitcoin, crypto, don't go for a ride. If you're gonna get your surfboard, get a tie. Wall Street Pete, sick dough, crypto. Please don't flip though. I'm not always right though. I'm not a financial advisor, but just a gentleman wearing a visor. Yeah, it's time to hustle. It's just so simple, I'ma solve this puzzle. And if you didn't know that you're feeling puzzled, it's TA, baby. Come on right over. Got one job, I got 1, 2, 3. I'll take 4 more just for me. I'm buying crypto, I'm dollar cost averaging, don't you know? You buy the dip, you have a sip, take a rip. Call me captain of this shit. I don't give a fuck, my name is Skip. XRP, Cardano, Ethereum. Take that shit right down to the cilium. I'ma put my fist through this shit. We're going to the moon and we're going soon. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Well, this is the channel. You hit the like, subscribe. Talking about going on a ride, talking about going to the moon. And damn, let's go soon. How's everybody doing this afternoon, right? It's 12:46 Eastern time. And seems like we may be getting a fake chump pump. Or are we getting exactly as what Wall Street Pete warned you? So we're going to check this out. And obviously, I said we do this live on this Fibonacci sequence. I do have 1389. I believe we're going to touch that. That's 38.2. Ethereum is way too strong to really fall. What is happening currently? Ethereum is not allowing the very first level here to fall. As you can see, the price of 1468, that could be the bottom. I want you to understand that could be the bottom. We have 29 minutes and 20 seconds until the next hour. Then we will be getting a new 4-hourly candle. If you can see, we're getting very minute candles, very shitty action. There's not much going on. So it believes to me that these big wicks could be over. Did you hear what I just said? Watch what happens here. Watch what I said. Watch what happens. I put the Fibonacci prices. I said I don't believe they're going to hit. I think we're going to go right up from here, but watch. This is true. Over, or we're getting ready to repeat the pattern down again. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to set myself up. I'm going to put a buy limit order in. My buy limit order is going to be 38.2 and 50%. So pay attention. This is Ethereum. 1315 is what the number said on there. I didn't match it up perfect. And 13. I said, currently on this Fibonacci sequence, I do have 1389. I believe we're going to touch that. That's 38.2. Ethereum is way too strong to really fall. What is happening currently? Ethereum is not allowing the very first level here to fall. As you can see, the price of 1468, that could be the bottom. I want you to understand that could be the bottom. We have 29 minutes and I said that could be the bottom, and I'm sorry I went a little longer with it. But exactly what happened. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to show you something. This is an Ethereum update, and I'm going to talk about the next make sure my mic was on. I'm going to talk about the next 2 to 3 tokens that I'd be buying. Let's get rid of this, right, real quick. And I'm going to put them back because there's a reason why I'm putting them back, because not so fast. The manipulation is real. So what is happening currently right now? This is a 4-hourly. We're getting the RSI level. Could come back up, touch, and then get a rejection again. I do believe this is a big possibility, so don't FOMO into this. This big move ain't coming through unless we finish today, which I would then go to a daily above the 1600 price. So unless you all of a sudden find yourself at the 8 o'clock Eastern time, and in the daily for that would be, let's get to the daily, not that I really need to see it, but for that chart, it would be 7 hours and 10 minutes. So the channel, you hit the bell and the all notifications. You're not watching an old video. You watch this one. Sorry, my nose is itchy, and they say if your nose is itchy, you're going to get into a fight. I hope not, because I'm not a fighter right now. I'm a lover. Trying to live and make this money in the crypto world, the crypto space. Happy to be alive. High as hell on the daily in the RSI level, so expect a retracement, which is why I think 2 weeks here, we're going to take some time. What's going to happen is we're going to retest this. I don't think perhaps 1600, but 1600 is the number to come through.
What is the resistance on the 4-hourly that we're hitting? Well, you'll see here and pay attention and definitely have to agree with me. There's a chunk of 4-hourlies, and currently just now at the 15, and we're going to find out that price as we had another price because we look so silly, 1562. So 1562 right now, and I'll make this a different color. That's the number we're going to get rejection on. The green one will get rejected right here, come through, and then we'll start finding which Fibonacci level we're actually going to hit. Like I said, most likely, I believe we're going to get a 50% pullback. A lot of people took their money out, got scared. Why? Because Tesla, oh my God, they sold. Do you not realize what happened? And then maybe a little liquidity grab down there. But as long as we stay in the golden pocket here, I do believe that we are strong. And then what happens? Well, check technical analysis and your final touch, your final peak here, as we've been holding resistance support. There's a small chance, 1268. And I know this sounds insane. A lot of people are like, what the hell is this guy talking about? But there's a lot of different levels. These are your 3 levels of the Fibonacci sequence that we could be going into the golden pocket. I think it's very important for Ethereum. I did not get to the next 2 coins. I'm sorry. I just think this is so important of what's happening. This could be what plays out. If we don't break above the top, we have to finish 16 on the daily. So let's see what happens. I do believe that 1562 stays as resistance, comes down here, and then we start finding out which Fibonacci sequence level we do bounce off the hardest, which breaks us above here and no longer tests. So we have to find that out. There is a slope that's still coming down to the downside, and you do see here ultimately the 1268. There is something going on with that number, so pay attention to the 1268. I will get rid of some of these because this is absolutely ridiculous. That's 50%. That's 38.2%. We don't need another one. But yeah, these are all important. So the big bounce off the 1466 has happened. I can get rid of that. We'll see what happens. Do we go and break through? We'll find out. Your confirmation will be through. If not, we're going to get a drastic candle here. It's 3 hours and 8 minutes on this 4-hourly. This is going to drastically turn red if we are getting the head here and then mimicking a shoulder to here. So you have to pay attention to that. Head and shoulders pattern could be very, very clear. If that's what's happening, we'll get a dramatic red candle to the downside. You will then have been fooled. You'll be upset because you're starting to buy this thinking it was going to bounce. Be very careful. Your dollar cost averaging in. We want to see something with a big bounce so the buyers and the whales are getting into something exciting. So, all right. Without that waste of time, as you can see currently, same kind of thing, same situation, same scenario, Sandbox. Sandbox is one of the tokens currently right now. I would like to accumulate dollar cost average in slowly. I understand, but if you pay attention, there is some type of pattern that is happening. We broke out up to 160. Very exciting. As you can see, the yellow circles, we've tested the Sandbox a few times here. No indicators up at all. Let's see the MACD and some things, what's happening. Currently right now, MACD, we've been bearish, flipping bullish if we may, for a short time on the 4-hourly. So we could get a nice pump up here. Currently on the RSI and then a dramatic fall again. So somewhat hit the like and subscribe. RSI is looking bullish for a very short time frame with a bearish momentum fall. As you can see, we'll probably get 2 of these to finish. It'll flip green and then it will absolutely end red a couple times. As you can see, the MACD showing us that we are getting a little bear trend here, a little retracement as we were very nice and bullish here. So there is always an up and down momentum. It doesn't always go up. Here we go. If you didn't know much about TradingView, this is Sandbox. You can hide a couple things. You can hide the drawing. You can hide the indicator, hide the drawings, and then we can just look at the EMA ribbon. Exponential moving average. What happened here is we're doing the same kind of thing again, and I'm going to show you something on the exponential moving average. And this is kind of exciting because we're getting a price action to the upside. And this is Sandbox. And what's happening is my Bollinger, I forgot to come back. My Bollinger bands are getting tight. So if you look, I'm getting a big balloon. And this is what you want before a big price action comes, right? Pay attention to that. That's a big deal if you can see through all this crap, and I doubt you can. I want you to focus on this green and focus on the red. These are the Bollinger Bands. If you tighten up, you see how they got a little tight. Price action came last time. Well, I think we're going to do it again. Let's check out the Bitcoin dominance. I haven't done that in a hot minute. Bitcoin dominance, as you can see here, this was the trend. This was the symmetrical pattern we broke out of. Now Bitcoin is what it's doing is that it's going up, finding resistance as you found out before, and then what it's doing ultimately finding finding a slope of support somehow in the upward trajectory, which is getting me excited because that's continuing a bullish pattern for me, fooling some people. But like I said, there was a Fibonacci sequence we were going to follow. Was this the chart with the Fibonacci sequence, or was it this one? No, it was this one. So RSI level hanging out here, chance to still go up. But if you see the Fibonacci sequence that we have here, like I said, even the Fibonacci sequence is giving us something currently right now in the golden pocket. So we're going to go over to the Sandbox and something else, but I just wanted to show you as we're bouncing off. Well, so is Sandbox because the Bitcoin dominance may be moving up. Bitcoin dominance. We want to get above the 50 for the Bitcoin dominance, but currently right now I am seeing Bitcoin dominance finding some level of resistance right here, which makes total sense. There it is. That makes a lot of sense right there, right? Look at this, all the way from April 2022. We're finding the same resistance March. That's pretty cool. The Bitcoin dominance is going to break this and keep breaking, and then it's going to keep going. So if you see right now, currently resistance, we'll flip it back into support, hopefully, and that's when you'll find out the time that we spend here on the Bitcoin dominance. We'll flip that. We'll either break up loose or we'll just hang out before we go loose, and then we'll find support on it. So I do believe we'll match up again. We need to be about to the 50. So if anybody was wondering, what is the Bitcoin dominance? How exciting? What do we need to get back bullish above the 50,000, 65,000 area? We're going to want to be at the Bitcoin dominance around 50. So if you were wondering, now you know, check out your Bitcoin dominance, and you want to be up above there. And there's a few times we've tested. If you go back all the way, and what is this, a 4 hourly? 4 hourly is not going to show, but there you go. A few times when we were really kicking ass, April 2021, and that's we were kicking ass. We were back above the 50. So now you can see how that supports that. Excited about it. Total crypto market cap still hanging out. Went down to 1.03, now to 1.04. We're back at 1.07 before you know it. Fighting back at the 24,000, already at 23. So I'm excited about that. Ending the video with the last couple I want to talk about. Sandbox, we already know. I'm excited about Sandbox. I'm going to get rid of all the garbage because this is too much for everyone. But if I do this, now you're going to get a little understanding. Remember I said cup and handles inside a cup and handle are very bullish? Well, damn. You couldn't get any more of a cup and handle here. And it's just the FOMO is real. And what's happening is we're going to keep finding some major moves to the upside. What's next after that if you really want to get a really want to get a fancy look? I mean, $2.45, $2 is something to talk about. But the first level, before we do get there, we'll pay attention to the last 185. Let's see what happens. This is the 4 hourly. I'll have to skip to a daily to really see what we did in the past, right? This is Sandbox. We broke down everything. Indicators, we got rid of them. A few things I want to show you. This is one of them. The next one's going to be pretty exciting because I love the next one. Notice where we're going. I want to get rid of this because the cup and handles don't need to be shown. The chart needs to be shown what's happening here. Cup and handle inside a cup and handle, very bullish. What we're going to get is sideways boring action. Maybe here, high volatile waves up and down, though. And if you do see right about there, that's a big number, 242 actually. So that is it on the daily. On the daily 240, somewhere around there, and you see 237. If I come right back up to where it's supposed to be, and here, November 1st, 2021, before it really got some massive gains, went to the all-time highs on Sandbox, we found something. So we're going to find this. Right now I have Sandbox. I own Sandbox. I love Sandbox. But the thing is I'm looking to get out. What I'm going to do is probably dollar cost average. I'm not going to go crazy. So I'll dollar cost average out of here at this price. Expect resistance, right? Look at this now, and now maybe this makes a little more sense to you. Maybe it's a big ass cup and handle coming, right? So you'll see that. We could even come all the way up to here on the old support that we developed at 268, 270, but I'm not really trying to take that chance. I'm trying to make some money, right? Permanent gains. Not trying to get sucked in. Dollar cost. What did I do? A lot of people want to know. They've been watching me. They said, wow, this guy's got magical lines. Yeah, I do have magical lines. If you watch and you backtrack my videos with Kusama, that's labeled Kusama, I said that I'm selling my Kusama at $65. Nobody probably effing believed me, and they're probably like, what? Magical numbers, okay? Believe it or not, this is what we do. I got my order filled. It actually went up above 65, a tad bit more. If you look above there, what it touched about 65, 77. Geez, so 77 cents above my order. I got out. And you know what I did? I bought the Sandbox at 130 something. I forget what the price was. I'd have to go look. But I bought it at 130 something, and so far that seems to be the way. $65 Kusama. or 135 Sandbox, I believe it was, 132, one of those numbers. But either way, we're making smart moves. Should a dollar cost average out of this move right now? I think there's something happening. This was a big wick telling me something is coming. If you pay attention, they took profits, but there was a big volume of numbers. This one wick right here, read about candlesticks, the Japanese candlestick chart book that I have, and a couple people did actually buy it. Well, this is all the way from back when I worked on Wall Street in 2000. This is going to be big telling here. There could be something big coming. Maybe a huge upward W. We're not doing any real technical analysis here but this part. So pay attention to that. I'm expecting Sandbox to really come through here for us on that move. Harmony token looking to get back to the 3 cents. So if you do like that kind of a move, what would that be real quick? I'm just doing something fast, so please understand. Indicators. They said there was a cup and handle coming to the 3. I want to get rid of it because a lot of you see that and they're like, what is that garbage? If you got into this trade right now, and this is not financial advice, there it is. That line right there. As you can see, we almost already touched. We're going to break through this. We're going to break through this. This is definitely going to happen. If you were excited, this is just for fun, right? We like to do this. This isn't one of the tokens. Where are we at right there? This token has got to go. It's a 16 and about 17% gain, so nothing crazy. But what's going to happen is we're going to break through, and then obviously if you see really what I'm talking about, this is where I'm getting at. So maybe you want to see this. Maybe this is what will make your eyebrows raise a little bit. But I'm in here. I'm into this trade. I do actually have some, but this is not one of the tokens I'm talking about. 60% move, maybe on the way. Jay, what do you want to do? Do you want to get greedy, punk? No, you probably don't. You're probably smart. You want to take profits. So I would pay attention to that move. This is an ultimate move of right about there. We'll take it at right before the 4 cents. So you're not going to wait for 4 cents, so then that would be a less of a gain. And if you want to get realistic, what is it? 57% move. So, all right, so for the next one right now, Cardano. Cardano makes the next list for me. It's the second one. I'll come up with one more after this. I thought I had one off the top of my head, and I don't. Oh, there it is. That's right, the one that's coming back. You want to see this one, you're going to like. So the next one's going to be interesting, but Cardano. Cardano hasn't done diddly squat anything, right? Check it out. Really nothing to look at here, right? Very boring sideways action, though. I do see the fall where I have this circle here for Cardano. You know what? I want to talk about this real quick before I get into Cardano. I had somebody, and I'm not roasting nobody. I'm just going over an example of what happened today. What's going on, Hugh? What's going on, Viral? What's going on, The Magician? What's going on, Phil? If I had not said hello, I'm sorry. Just getting really interested and excited into the charts here. I want to talk about Cardano. A lot of people are bashing Cardano as we have it over here on my shoulder, as I can't get my left to my right with the camera. It's backwards. On my right shoulder here, Cardano, as you can see where my finger is. I'm a big believer in Cardano. We have Ethereum up there as my girlfriend. We have, Bitcoin and stuff. But Cardano, I want you to really understand this, and maybe I repeated this one other time. Not many people can create a crypto coin, right? Not many people can create a coin. How many of you can create a crypto token? Not many. I know for a fact. A lot of people don't even know what crypto is still, right? You're still trying to spell crypto. With all jokes aside, though, what I'm trying to explain to you is one thing now. As we're pumping, that's why I'm looking at the price and I'm looking at everything, because we are actually pumping from that specific price that I said. The technical analysis seems to be on point. I want to break above that price I said, and it's kind of wild because we're retesting it again to 1562. That's awesome. But what I'm getting at is with Cardano is a lot of people, and what did someone say? You know what, let's go over but I said I want to go over who it is, so I can't do that. Never mind. Who was it? It was somebody that said the token's boring, right? They said that the token's boring. It had a couple moves in the past, and it's roasted. All right, well, guess what? The gentleman who created Cardano is the same gentleman, Snoochie Booch, what up, is the same gentleman who created Ethereum. So if you created Ethereum, right, and in, 2009, it was $35 or something like that. We're talking about Ethereum, if anyone's interested, but not that far. It wasn't even alive then, excuse me. It wasn't even a token then. I wanted to say something over here. Let's go to 2019. I was 10 years off, excuse me. I don't know why. There's so many things in crypto that can get your head off here. So many numbers, so many different times, but I meant 2019, not 2009. In 2009, you could have bought this for a $35 price almost. Pay attention to this. This is Ethereum, okay? Cardano is built off the same founder. Charles Hoskinson is the founder. of Cardano? Well, guess what? If you had sex for the first time, and most of you had sex for the first time, you didn't do really good the first time, did you? I'm talking about gentlemen. You weren't really that good, right? The first time? What about the next couple times, right? You were got a lot better. Well, that's what I'm talking about with this Cardano. He's going to get better. And if you pay attention to what Cardano did, you might want to find out if there was a possibility to repeat. This is why I get excited, because when the next bull run is coming into play, and I'm going to go right back into the air and say this in my face, I'm going to show you some technical analysis and why excitement happens. Take this move here from, what does it say? It says from October 20th to February 21st, okay? It's a nice little range there. We got 11 to the 5th. It's a good 7 months almost. Clone that copy, right? And then I go, and you can clearly see the support, right? We overjumped our boundaries of where we would probably go, but this is a month. Each chart represents a month. If you pay attention to what Cardano really did, and just because it hasn't done nothing since then, I mean, look at the rest of the tokens. It hasn't really performed in many people's eyes. Well, it did a quiet, ready for this? It did a quiet 3,278%. And it's just like, it baffles me too. It baffles me too, but this is Cardano 88, the token that does nothing. If you pay attention and you dollar cost average it to something similar, well, look what it's been doing. There's no other market that's been doing something like this and still accumulating massive wallets and massive attraction. But if I was a betting man and if I was a guessing man with the way this TA looks, it's starting to drastically not go down as much. And it looks like we're starting to find some support here from an old resistance area. So call me effing crazy, but if I were to pay attention onto this chart, and this is the second token, we're going to the next token, right there on this chart of January 2021, before this all blasted off, we touched and had a reset of support from that old resistance at about the 40 cents. It's really no basically coincidence that this happened, and the fact that I'm yelling and calling for a dollar to come back before 2022 really isn't that difficult, right? So pay attention to what's happening here. If you were able to pull this off and buy the dip just to get to the 101 and have about the 101, we're talking almost a 200% on your money. So I really think people need to start paying attention to these tokens. Before you know it, I think we're going to have a hard time. We're going to have a hard time at the 131 level. And this is great looking at this price and looking at everything here where it is today. But I do believe we're going to get here. And then if you really want to talk about what that is, this is, I believe we're going to get here to 2022. I'm pretty confident, if not at least the 101 price. But if we do get the FOMO in, which I do believe it is because the NFT world that Cardano's getting into, Cardano's getting a piece of everything of the pie. I think the next couple months we're going to be ranging somewhere in here, and that's a brave statement, bold move here to say. But it's not a surprise either, right? I don't think we've really hit the bottom yet. If we did, then this is what happens. But there is a chance we come through again and make everyone scared and do touch. And what would we be touching? We'd be touching 17.5 cents. So I don't know if that's really going to happen. That would obviously only happen if Bitcoin fell to the 13 and the 10,000. But it seems like we're strongly trying not to do so. Once we get above 40,000, we know it's over. We're not doing that no more. But it's not over yet. Looking at the monthly chart here now for Bitcoin, pay attention definitely to mention. I gave you the points and prices where we need to go. Biconomy is a strong fighter. Look at Sandbox 140 fighting. That's great. Pay attention for the confirmations on the finish of the 1569 or something on Ethereum. It's really trying to do it. That's exciting. And what was my next token? Because I had it, and now I don't have it. And that's concerning. My next token. We went over 2 tokens so far. Sandbox. We went over... Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. Got it. I was having a hard time finding it. Polygon-matic. It's another one that I have to pay attention to. I have to see what's going on. This is the monthly. Yes, of course, it's having one hell of a month. I have some TA on it, I believe, with a Fibonacci, if I do so. But we got a lot of garbage here, so I got to get rid of that. All right, so let's see. Get rid of the circle. I'm going to do Polygon-matic. This is the last one, and we're going to go. So if anyone's getting tired or boring, I know they could be a long video, but here we go. 80 cent. 80 cents, I told you, could retrace. We did a video on this, so if you want to go watch the old video, you could be amazed at how the TA works. I said I believe that 50% is always a huge move, but we have to be in the middle of the Fibonacci sequence, right? The golden pocket. And what is the middle of the golden pocket? Well, it's dead smack 80 cents, right? That's dead smack where we went. So 38.2 on the Fibonacci was your answer. Pay attention to that now, because if we get a rejection here coming up, which we may do, polygon-matic is probably not going to $1. Unless the rest of the market is moving, then of course, right, we're getting this crazy upward W move. But please pay attention to what polygon-matic is probably going to do here. This is what I'm expecting if we're going to wait a week or two before we really start testing up, and we're really going to manipulate people out of the market first before we start breaking through the 24,000 and going to the 26,000 of Bitcoin. What I think is going to happen is we're going to hit a resistance right here where we flip support. So what is going to happen, and we've been having some trouble right about here. So that's about, what, 92.5 cents? So 92.5 cents currently right now is going to be a bitch, excuse my French, but that's just plain and simple what's going to happen. We're going to get the orange resistance. I'm going to show you right here on the chart. I do believe that's going to be a problem because we're there right now. So I do believe that this becomes an issue. This is what I think is happening here. Then I think we're going to find out next, is it a double bottom M pattern starting? Because then you're going to see double bottom M's to this, and then ultimately we're either going to bounce off the 80.5 again, or now we come to the 61.8, testing everybody's let's see, 61.8 is down here, would be 70 cents. Come back through another double bottom M pattern, and this is where we get into the week, and then we start really going bananas. And then there you are. So I strongly believe, please hit the like and subscribe if any of this helps you. I strongly believe that there's a chance we can do this. If it did exactly this, you can call me Nostradamus of crypto, and I have to change the name. I'd have to say Nostradamus of crypto because that's pretty insane. But if we are getting this upward move now, we don't have anything to worry about. These prices will continue to click down, and you'll see the U-shape J-like substance to the upside, breaking through the 92.5, and then the FOMO will be real. And we don't even talk about retracements after that. We'll still be in the stage of going to the upside, and all we did was test 38.2. And then what we'll do is we'll find the 50% pullback next time. And what will happen next time is this, and maybe you're going to get excited because this is what I'm going to tell you where Polygon's going. I'm not doing this with any other token. Why? Because you have a hard time hitting the like and subscribe, but maybe if you watch this video, maybe you'll make sure you hit the like button every time, because you're going to wish I did this with all three tokens, Cardano and Sandbox. What is happening? And what is happening right now, if you pay attention? We're going to see 127. Yes, that's what I said. Polygon-matic is going to retrace when it hits about 120, 125, 127. Remember, I said this. Some people are going to think I'm a genius. Some people are going to think I'm still in a hole. Doesn't matter either way, right? But if you pay attention up here, it's happening already. There it is. Wow, amazing. Technical analysis is pretty cool. Polygon-matic 127 if we are bullish, if we are breaking above the 92.5 cent in the next 2 hours and 48 minutes. So you got something to watch, something to pay attention to. So if you're excited about that, hit the like and subscribe. Check us out next time. Maybe you'll get to watch this live, or maybe you're just watching an old video. But hey, this is the downward scenario, Polygon-matic, and obviously, which will form into the up scenario. Of course, it's going to take us on a hell of a ride. I do believe that's the 61.8. But like I said, I think we're going to hit the 50% next. So if we hit this and we don't do this exactly to the downside and we break through this in 2 hours and 48 minutes, I'm trying to be clear so you understand what happens. I believe we're going to get to the 127, and we're going to go straight up, hit this again as support, flip 92.5 as support, and then we're going to test it all the way up to Polygon-matic. So I'm Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Follow me on Instagram if you choose at wallst.pete on Instagram in green. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. Please be careful with the scammers in the comment section. They are getting worse and worse and worse every day. I can't help it. YouTube allows them to stay and do what they do because they don't have the proof, I suppose. It's a tough world out there. So if you're looking for help, I would just sit here and watch videos if you can. If you believe the person sucks at what they do, then yeah, unsubscribe. That's what you do. But I hope you really like everything we talk about. If you had a rough day today, please stay positive. There's going to be rough days, just going to be good days ahead. So talk to you soon. We'll have another update as soon as we possibly can. Peace in and peace out. Wall Street Pete, sick dough.